What's up, fam? Dr. O here. And look, we cannot be distracted by what Trump has announced this week with the travel ban. We have to challenge that. We have to fight that. There's no question about it. But also, we can't be distracted with what's going on with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Everything that they're doing, I'm pretty sure for the most part, is probably orchestrated. The fact of the matter is Elon Musk isn't going anywhere. His department, which I won't call the full name because it's not a real department authorized by Congress, but that organization is still involved in the Trump administration, still involved in collecting our data. Musk has blood on his hands in terms of the gutting of USAID, which he did with Trump's approval. All of that stuff cannot be forgotten and it can't be lost. And any Democrats who embrace Elon Musk, even just saying, we agree with him, we're on the same page, don't do it. He has blood on his hands, and Trump is using this as a distraction for a couple of things that have happened this week and overall in his administration. Number one, the order or whatever they want to call it that they put out saying that doctors don't have to treat women who come to hospitals for any type of care that may result in in some type of abortion in any way, shape, or form. They don't have to treat them. So basically, women who go to the emergency room having some type of pregnancy complications could actually die. This is actually already happening in the United States. The Trump put its seal of approval on that. That happened this week. That needs to be a bigger discussion than Trump versus Musk. Also, you see what's happening, what I mentioned earlier with this travel ban, that needs to be called out and challenged, but it also needs to be called out for its hypocrisy, because he said because of what happened in Boulder, Colorado, and as tragic as that was done by an Egyptian national, but Egypt is not on the list. So again, it needs to be challenged, but he's putting it out there as just a little bit of red meat, but it still needs to be worked on. But the attention also needs to be continued on the incompetence of the Trump administration, and primarily also his big, ugly tax bill. He sees that people are starting to mount up pressure against that within the Republican Party, and he's trying to draw attention from that. So we got to call out things on the travel ban, of course. We got to call out, and even with Pete Hegseth, we got to remember that he's still incompetent. So he can put out things, they might remove the name of a ship from Medgar Evers, they might remove the name of a ship from Harvey Milk, and so on and so forth. Well, they're actually doing that already. Openly gay politician from California who is also a veteran, they are doing that. And those things need to be called out and challenged. But look, we get a new administration in, the names of those ships come back. So I'm not saying not to talk about them, but too much attention can't be paid to to these things, because the fact of the matter is that Hegseth is still a security risk for our country because he's incompetent and he's getting rid of the best and brightest people who are in the Pentagon, just like what's happening across the FBI, just like what's happening across Homeland Security, Department of Education, and all of these other things. Do not fall for the okie doke, y'all. I repeat, do not fall for the okie doke. This Trump-Musk administration, this riff, don't pay attention to that. I've given you several things that we need to pay attention to, from his abortion ruling or women's emergency health ruling or policy that came out, to the travel ban, to the fact that Hegseth and all of these other guys are still incompetent. Please don't go to the soap opera, the breakup of the bros, all of this other type of stuff. Elon Musk doesn't give a damn about no big ugly bill, abomination, whatever he wants to call it. He does not care. What he cares about is his tax credit for electronic vehicles that Mike Johnson removed because it's not something that they care about in Louisiana. That's what Elon Musk cared about. And so get caught up in this man, richest man in the world, blah, blah, blah. He got rich off of $40 billion of your and my taxpayer dollars. So please, y'all, and the news media out there, be more responsible, please. I appreciate what I saw. Obviously, Roland Martin doesn't fall for it. He'll talk about Trump and Elon for a short second, but he's going to be focusing on all the other real things that are affecting our community. Same. I appreciate watching Nicole Wallace and Rachel Maddow on their podcast having that conversation, and on her TV show having that conversation yesterday or the day before, I forget, about what's happening with women's rights. Have you noticed how much abortion has not been mentioned since he came into office? And so many people saying they were running on, protecting women's rights and all of that. It should be back at the forefront right now. It should have never left, to be quite honest. So y'all, don't get distracted by this. Trump is the master of distraction. And as Hitler said, he who controls the media controls the race. Don't get caught up in it. I know some media outlets can't help themselves, so it's going to be all the rage on CNN. I'm hoping some of these other places will demonstrate a little better maturity with it, because this is what Trump wants. We should be talking about the bill. The insurance is going to be losing. The Joni Ernst comments about all people are going to die. All of those things are still what matters right now. And those are things that are costing people's lives. Don't get caught up in this Elon Musk Trump nonsense, because that's just what it is, nonsense. Both of them have blood on their hands, and they need to be called out for those actions. Let me know what you think about this. Peace out.